Ever heard of a band evolving their sound? Like it's some kind of musical metamorphosis.
Like imagine a band going from like the rawness of grindcore,
Yeah.
and then, shifting through hardcore,
Totally.
and then ultimately landing on something called aggro metal.
Aggro metal.
It's the thing.
It's intriguing, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. The journey of this band, CHÜZO.
CHÜZO.
Their new EP.
Brand new EP.
M.T.M.D.
Which stands for Maximum Threshold Minimum Decay, by the way.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
But it's getting a lot of buzz.
A lot of buzz?
Especially from metal noise.
Oh yeah, they're calling it aggro metal.
Aggro metal.
That's their label for it.
Okay, I've got a stack of info about this band, and I'm really excited to figure out, like, what does aggro metal actually even mean?
Yeah.
And how did CHÜZO even find this unique sound?
Well, it's a fascinating journey because it's not just about the music evolving, it's also about the band itself finding its identity.
Oh, interesting.
And what's really interesting here is that CHÜZO's members come from all over the globe.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Russia, Venezuela, Brazil, and Chile, all represented.
Wow.
They've all converged in Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
So you really have to wonder how those diverse backgrounds,
Yeah.
Influence their music.
It's like a global musical melting pot.
Right.
And then when you throw in the shift from grindcore to aggro metal,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious how all those influences, have actually melded together.
It's kind of it's a fusion of genres,
Yeah.
aggro metal, at least as the review describes it.
Okay.
It's got elements of grindcore.
Okay.
It's got Swedish death metal, thrash metal, and hardcore punk.
Wow. So it's like a...
Like a sonic tapestry.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you've got like the extreme speed and aggression from grindcore.
Gotcha.
And then you layer in those like melodic but brutal soundscapes of Swedish death metal.
Okay.
Then you add in the technical precision and energy of thrash.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, you have that raw, rebellious spirit of hardcore.
Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get a sense of it.
Yeah.
So it's not just about like combining those genres.
No.
It's understanding how they're using those to create like their own distinct sound.
Absolutely.
So the review mentioned the opening track, The Brutalator.
Oh, yeah.
It's got this unexpected 23-second art rock intro.
That's a curveball.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think it's clever.
Okay.
It sets the listener up for one thing and then bam,
Yeah.
unleashes CHÜZO in all its intensity.
Hits you hard.
Really highlights that contrast.
Yeah, it's like
a musical.
being lulled into a false sense of security
Totally.
before being thrown into a mosh pit.
Exactly.
The review even compares The Brutalator to early Sepultura.
Yeah, with that driving bass line and ferocious vocals.
For listeners who know Sepultura, that gives you a good idea
Oh, for sure.
of what to expect.
It's familiar territory for metal fans. But CHÜZO brings their own unique energy to
Okay.
that sound.
The review also raves about Brand New Cell.
Oh, Brand New Cell.
It describes the riffs as buzzsaws.
It's sonic destruction.
It really is just ripping through everything in its path.
It captures that raw power and intensity of the riffs perfectly.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to go for the jugular with their sound, even though they've evolved from those early grindcore days.
Right, right.
The review highlights tracks like Bruised and Broken,
Okay.
still maintain that speed and aggression,
Okay.
drawing heavily from death metal and metallic hardcore.
It's fascinating how they've managed to retain that core intensity
Yeah.
while also incorporating elements of those other genres.
It speaks to their growth as musicians,
totally.
to blend those influences seamlessly.
The review even mentions some cage fight influences
No, interesting.
in Bruised and Broken,
Yeah.
especially during this like blast beat section near the end.
Oh, wow.
I wonder how those influences manifest in the music. Yeah, Cage Fight's known for like this incredibly heavy and chaotic sound.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to hear how CHÜZO has integrated those elements into their own style.
It's not just about making music for its own sake.
No. This is bigger than that.
Okay.
The review suggests that CHÜZO is using this EP as like a springboard
Oh.
to secure a major label deal
For their debut.
full-length album.
So they're putting it all on the line.
Oh, yeah, big time.
It's bold,
Very bold.
but it shows you how much confidence
Yeah.
they have in their music.
They're saying, this is what we're capable of.
Yeah.
Imagine what we could do with even more support.
Yeah,
It's a statement.
it is.
It makes you wonder what they'll do next.
This deep dive is already exceeding expectations.
Ah,
We've uncovered so much about their sound, the path they've taken,
absolutely.
but there's still one big question looming.
What's that?
What is the message behind all this intensity?
That's a question we'll delve into in the next part of our deep dive.
We'll explore those lyrical themes and the emotional core of their music.
To understand what drives their sonic assault.
Exactly. I like it too. It's fascinating to consider like the message behind CHÜZO's music.
Yeah,
It's not just about sonic aggression. There's a depth to it
there is.
that goes beyond the surface level.
That's what's really intriguing to me.
Yeah.
This aggro metal.
Yeah.
It seems to be like more than just a genre label.
Yeah,
It feels like an expression of something deeper.
I think so.
The review touched on their lyrics.
Briefly.
Yeah, briefly, like mentioning themes of self-reflection
Oh, okay.
and daily struggles.
So suggesting their music isn't just about creating a wall of sound, right? It's
Right.
about processing those experiences and emotions,
Yeah.
finding catharsis through that intensity.
Makes sense. Aggro
Yeah,
implies a certain level of frustration,
right.
a raw energy that needs an outlet.
Needs to come out somehow.
It makes me think about how their diverse backgrounds might play into this.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got members from Russia, Venezuela, Brazil, Chile.
Bringing all those unique perspectives
Exactly.
to the table.
It's easy to imagine how their life experiences, cultural influences,
Yeah.
even political viewpoints.
Could contribute to that weight?
Yeah, to the emotional weight of their music.
For sure.
This reminds me of bands like Sepultura or Gojira.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to tackle those complex themes.
No, they're not.
Social injustice,
Yeah.
environmentalism.
They use their music as a platform
Yeah.
to explore those deeper issues.
It seems like CHÜZO might be doing something similar.
They might be, yeah.
They're not just making noise, they're making a statement.
I'm with you.
I'm curious to hear how those themes manifest in specific songs.
Me too.
Earlier we talked about Bruised and Broken,
Oh, yeah, bruised and broken.
which seems to have like a powerful message of resilience.
A powerful message.
The review highlighted those cage fight influences.
Oh, right.
And it made me think of someone who's been through a lot,
Yeah.
but refuses to give up.
Refuses to give up.
What's fascinating is that cage fight,
Yeah.
they often explore themes of defiance
Yeah.
and overcoming adversity.
Oh, interesting.
So it's possible CHÜZO is tapping into those same ideas.
Absolutely.
And that ties in beautifully with the aggro metal label.
It does.
It's not just aggression.
Yeah.
It's a way of channeling those feelings.
Of frustration.
Yeah, struggle, ultimately, resilience,
Taking those experiences.
turning them into something powerful.
Almost as if they're saying, we're not going to let life beat us down.
Yeah.
We're going to meet it head on.
And that resonates with a lot of people,
Oh, yeah.
especially those who've faced their own challenges.
Big time.
It's a universal message.
It is.
We all experience hardship, setbacks,
Those moments where we feel,
bruised and broken.
yeah,
But it's about how we respond to those challenges, right?
how we respond.
Do we let them define us,
Yeah,
or do we rise above?
I like that.
And music can be a powerful tool
Oh, for sure.
for processing those emotions, for finding strength, solidarity.
In those shared experiences.
That makes me think of M.T.M.D.
Maximum threshold, minimum decay.
What do you think they're trying to convey with that
It's
title?
a very evocative title. Maximum threshold.
Yeah.
Pushing those boundaries, reaching a point of intensity.
And then minimum decay.
Yeah, resistance to fading away.
Determination.
Determination to endure.
It's like they're saying, we're going to push ourselves to the limit.
Yeah.
And we're not going to let anything diminish our impact.
Or impact.
Exactly. And that seems to be the essence of CHÜZO's music.
It does.
Intensity, resilience, and a refusal to be silenced.
They're not going to be silent.
This EP feels like a culmination of their journey so far.
It does.
A statement of who they are and what they stand for.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder how this evolution will continue
On their debut.
to play out on their debut album.
That's the big question.
It is.
Will they delve deeper into those lyrical themes?
Yeah.
Will they experiment further with those genre blends?
Will they find new ways to express their aggro metal vision?
We can only wait and see.
I'm excited to see what direction they take.
Me too.
They've clearly found their footing,
Oh, yeah.
and they're not afraid to push the boundary.
That's what makes them so compelling.
Right.
They're not following trends. They're forging their own path.
This entire deep dive has been an eye-opener.
It has been.
We've uncovered so much
So much.
about CHÜZO's music, their evolution.
The message behind their sound.
It's clear they're a band with a vision, a message, and a sound that demands to be heard.
Absolutely. But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
there's one crucial detail we need to share with our listeners.
We can't leave them hanging.
No, we can't.
You're right.
Yeah.
We can't leave our listener hanging.
No, we can't.
This EP is like a musical treasure map.
Yeah.
We need to tell them where to find it.
For those of you eager to experience CHÜZO's aggro-metal,
Yeah.
firsthand, their EP, M.T.M.D, Maximum Threshold, Minimum Decay, dropped on November 15th, 2024.
Fresh.
Very fresh.
The review specifically mentioned Bandcamp.
Yeah, head over to Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Yes.
It's a great platform for independent artists.
It is.
It's the perfect place to discover
Hidden gems.
hidden gems.
Like CHÜZO?
Like CHÜZO. I'm already picturing myself browsing through their page,
Yeah.
soaking in all the artwork and behind-the-scenes content.
Get a sense of their personality, their
Yeah.
creative process.
And for CHÜZO, this EP,
Yeah.
it's more than just a collection of songs, right?
It's a statement.
It's a bold statement of intent.
A bold statement.
They're aiming to land a major label deal with this release,
Oh, yeah.
which speaks volumes about their ambition.
ambition and confidence.
It takes guts to put yourself out there like that,
It does.
especially such a competitive industry.
Very competitive.
But I think, based on what we've discussed today,
Yeah.
I think they have a real shot.
They do.
They've got the talent, the drive,
And a unique sound.
a unique sound that sets them apart.
It does. This EP feels like a glimpse into the future of metal.
Oh, wow.
It's raw.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And it challenges conventions.
It really does.
It's going to be fascinating to see how they translate this energy into a full-length album
Especially with a major label.
with the backing of a major
The
label.
possibilities are endless.
Endless.
Will they double down on the aggro metal sound?
Or will they explore new sonic territories?
Will their lyrical themes become even more intricate and thought-provoking?
So many questions.
It's exciting to think about
Yeah.
what they'll create next.
And that's the beauty of a band like CHÜZO.
Yeah.
They're constantly evolving,
Yeah.
pushing those boundaries, defying expectations.
I love that.
They've shown us that metal can be more than just loud and aggressive.
Totally.
It can be a platform for self-expression. Yeah.
Cultural exploration,
Yeah.
ease, and social commentary.
This deep dive has been a wild ride.
It has.
And I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
of what CHÜZO has to offer.
It's clear that they are a band with a vision, a message, and a sound that demands to be heard.
It does.
So to our listeners,
Dive into the world of CHÜZO.
explore their music.
Let us know what you think.
We're always eager to hear your perspective.
And continue the conversation.
And remember, this is just one band in the vast
It's ever evolving.
and ever-evolving universe of heavy metal.
It is.
There's always something new to discover.
Always something new.
So keep exploring, keep listening, and keep those ears open.
For the next sonic adventure.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep the music loud.